Welcome, beautiful souls, star seeds, tarot lovers, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Hourglass, where we're doing a divine masculine energy update. How are you guys doing? We are in Mercury retrograde, Pisces. So, a lot of things may be stirring up in your divine masculine's life, whether it's male or female, it's all energies. You guys, your divine masculine are having to deal with a lot of things that they may have put in effort, time, and energy maybe a year ago. It's now coming back for them to really go through it, release it, and heal from it. So this could be anything from a business that didn't do too well, a relationship that didn't do too well, a lot of unfinished matters that they may have started a year ago is now coming to fruition, or is coming to the energies is giving your divine masculine the opportunity to wrap up or to tie up a lot of loose ends, possibly from a year or 2 years ago. All right. We also have that full moon in Leo. A lot of the feminine energies are going to be at the forefront right now, where we're going to have to trust our passionate emotions when it comes to moving forward in life, when it comes to being ourselves, when it comes to displaying our goals, our ideas, our creativity, what we're working on is going to come into the spotlight. So if you have no idea what's going on with your divine masculine at this time, I definitely picking up after the full moon or during the full moon in Leo, which is the 9th, you're going to start to see what they have been working on, all right? Or what they have been trying to release or heal from in their reality. So this may be no contact, little to no contact for a lot of you divine feminines. If you're in union, I am going to touch on that as well. All right, because I feel for a lot of you who are in union, your divine masculine is not 100% there right now. And it's because a lot of things from the past are tugging on them. This could be people from the past that they thought things were over with are now coming back. I feel for a lot of you, this could be people that they have children with, that they felt it was over and done with. These people are going to come back into your divine masculine's energy. This could also be resonating with the divine masculine energy within you as well. So remember, the mission is all about shifting from that ego base to a love based energy. You're breaking out a lot of programming, a lot of conditioning into your new earth, your new perspective or concepts on life. All right, so take it easy. If you're being triggered anytime in this video, is triggering you for a reason, and you may need to step back and really look at what's the underlying issue. All right, what's going on with the collective of divine masculines for this new moon? All right, so we just had a big splash with my cards. For me, I need to pay attention to how the cards landed. So we have trust, and we have unrequited issues, unrequited love and family issues coming up in the reverse. All right, so again, it came out in the reverse to say that it's completely ending, it's closing for this divine masculine. So if they had issues with their parents, with the parents of their children, it's coming to a closed. All right, whatever they felt like they didn't have enough of attraction or chemistry, that's coming to an end. So for a lot of you, your divine masculine has been in denial about the attraction and chemistry that they had for you. They let family issues influence or distract them or interrupt the connection between the both of you. Now they're coming into a more trusting energy. Now you really have to be practical and realistic. How long did it take for you to trust anything in your life? So apply that with your divine masculine. Even though they have a tendency to speed up their lesson, to like really accept it, it still has that process of implementing those wisdom from those lessons into one's life. So it's a process. We're not going by your ego's time or how much time and energy that you put in. If it's true and it came from the heart, time is not really a factor. You get what I'm saying? But if it's triggering you that you put in a lot of time and effort into this divine masculine resources, whatever the case may be, you may need to just take a pause from the whole thing in in just the whole thing overall, because you need to step back and figure out, like, are you giving from the heart, or are you giving from a place of control or authority? All right. We all overgive, we all overcompensate sometimes, but we also need to figure out if this is coming from my heart or if it's coming from a space where I want to control this person and the situation. All right. Because calling your soulmate. All right. So I feel for a lot of you, somebody is very embarrassed. Hey, so your divine masculine could be very embarrassed for the way that they treated you. And this is because they're starting to accept that the way that they were projecting or deflecting, whatever the case may be, was something that they learned from their parents, from in their household. So like I said, this was a major issue for years, having to forgive their parents, forgive their way of life, forgiving their role models for teaching them these distorted concept of love and life. So now that it's closing, because it came in the reverse, now that this cycle is closing, it's wrapping up, they're starting to see how embarrassing and how guilty. It's like a lot of guilt. Let's get some emotion cards here, because I'm feeling like somebody's very guilty or embarrassed or ashamed for the way that they treated their divine feminine, and it's due to what they were taught, what they saw, what they mimic. Some of you divine masculine, whether it's male or female, had a very abusive dad to their mom, and they thought that that's what love is. So being that they were going ahead in their adult life growing up with those distorted concepts, they attracted partners of that type of caliber, and it left them very lonely. Some of them are not even, some of them may be even very angry at their mother or whoever was being abused in the relationship, whether it's emotional, physical, whatever the case may be. I feel like for a lot of them, they're starting to have like this, I wouldn't say resentment, but they're kind of like questioning that parent. They're kind of questioning why they didn't stand up for themselves. So meeting the divine feminine, whether it's male or female, and you draw that line when enough was enough, it kind of putting them in the frame of mind like, okay, so why my parent did not do that? So to me, a lot of you divine feminines are being compared with your divine masculine's parent that they most likely bonded the most with, if that makes sense. So they're starting to see that it was not really unrequited love here. It was their distorted way of looking at love and life. So we have excited. So they're very excited about the situation between the both of you. They're trusting things is gonna play out more, because again, they're calling you in. So let's see what else. All right, but they're still in some type of comfort zone. For some of them, I feel like they want you to reassure them that everything is gonna be okay. They want to reassure you that you could trust them. Some of them may have some good news here as well. Some of them are very disappointed and depressed, but they're grateful for you. All right. So like I said, there's a lot of sadness, there's embarrassment. This person could even feel very numb, or this is where they were living at for a very long time. For some of you, you had no idea that your divine masculine was depressed, that they were deeply saddened because of their family situation. Some of them may have put on a very lovely mask, and you had no idea that they were affected by the way how they were grown up. They didn't know how to tell you that a lot of inappropriate, unfortunate events happened in their household. And this is where the unrequited love came from, because they did not have that in their cup. It was not available to you because it wasn't available to them. So you have to understand, as a divine feminine, you're going to be attracting a lot of wounded people, not only your divine masculine, but a lot of wounded individuals who did not receive what you are reflecting into the world. So of course your divine masculine is going to feel like they have been in a delusion, or they have been disillusioned for a very long time. They feel like they missed the bus with you, like they had to let you go because of this unrequited love, because they were very misinformed of how love's supposed to be, the appropriate love supposed to be. You get what I'm saying? So they may have been wandering in the dark for quite some time, and they wanted someone to reassure them or console them that they do deserve love. All right. So closing up of the family issues and the unrequited love, because again, when they heal and release these issues, the love would start to develop within them, and they would have enough to give appropriately to the divine feminine. So some of them know, or all of them for a matter of fact, know that they have defeated you, they have let you down, and they have disappointed you. And this is what's causing them to spiritually mature. Excuse me, guys, I wrote down some messages here. Yeah, so it's causing, through this depression, through the withdrawal of the divine feminine, through knowing that they have caused you emptiness, divine feminine, they're learning. See, they were stuck in the past and they're still holding on to it. This is why the comfort card came up, because they're still in a zone where they feel safe. So they may be still holding on, because we have stuck in the past. They may be still holding on to a lot of trauma responsive strategies, meaning they may be numbing themselves out, whether it's drinking, partying, eating, overspending, gambling, in isolation, or just plain out feeling sorry for themselves. This may be coping mechanism. That's what I meant to say. They may be coping with this situation in that way. So they're still holding on to things to cope with what's going on with them. But at the same time, we are all not perfect, right? They're still trusting and they're still excited for the direction that this situation between the both of you are going. They're calling you in. They know that they have called you in, and they feel very blessed. They're very appreciative. They're thankful for the nourishment, for the essentials that you have brought to the table for them. It was easier to lie. All right, so divine feminine, you already know that some of your divine masculines was holding back a lot of truth. All right, but it was easier to fake it. It was easier to work around those truths, because again, they didn't want to be vulnerable. They didn't want to show you that they were less than what they are. Yes, that's cruel, but we do it too sometimes, don't we? Right? We try to gracefully pass off this mask of being in control of our lives, being in control of our emotions, and it's easy to lie as well, divine feminines. So I'm not trying to pick any sides here, but I'm saying this whole mission, this whole journey is to have that compassion, is to accept people for who they are and give them that space so they can mature and develop, right? So I definitely feeling like this divine masculine, whether it's male or female, they have picked partners to have children or start families with in the past, and this is also depressing. This is also reflecting on them the mistakes that they have picked up from their parents and have passed it on possibly to their children. So in a lot of ways they feel like, because I feel like a lot of these divine masculines know that they're special inside, know that they're different, but because they decided not to do things differently, they feel like they're repeating some type of failure within their family as well. So this may be something that's playing on their emotions a lot as well, because we don't know what your divine masculine is truly thinking until they tell us, right? This person really misses you. This card has been coming up a lot lately. It says, I wish you would talk to me the way you used to. Want me the way you used to. Love me the way you used to, but you don't. Feeling a little bit of sadness here as well. When I read that, it felt like my heart was sinking. Like, without the divine feminine talking or wanting and loving them the way that they used to, they feel like they're undernourished. They feel like they're, it just feels like they're prone to some type of hurt, or they just feel like they're open, they alone, they feel like they could get hurt anytime. It's weird to explain, but it's almost like they're left defenseless. But they're very grateful for what you have taught them, what you brought to the table. Because you made this person stronger. You opened their eyes. You made them more aware of the truth is in what was. It's like you chip the ice, you chip the surface for them, you scrape the surface for them, and it send them spiraling into what they thought is darkness, but it was really they were really put in the darkness to find their own light. And maybe that's something that they're aware of now, and that's what they're grateful for, but they're still not satisfied. They're still not happy. They're disappointed that you're not here to see them grow as well. Envy and addictions. All right, so when I looked at the unrequited love, I picked up that some of your divine masculines, the person that they have learned some type of, okay, so it's like almost like the ending stages of a karmic cycle, but they had to learn it with someone else. Someone else that knows about the divine feminine, or they know that this divine masculine, male or female, heart is somewhere else. And this person is very envious. I feel like this person contributed to your divine masculine's addictions. I did sense that here where they're numbing themselves out, they're still using some type of coping mechanism to numb themselves out from the enlightenments or these new information about their family and how they were brought up. So they're using possibly a negative person, somebody that's I almost said dick riding, but somebody who is always on them, like on their social media, commenting on their pictures, calling. It's like they're always trying to show up for your divine masculine. And I feel like your divine masculine is allowing that person to stay because it brings them some type of comfort to their ego, to know that somebody else sees them in a great light, in this king-like or queen-like energy. But this person is really envious of the divine feminine, and they're keeping a leash. They're sheltering their this divine masculine as a way to keep them trapped. So like I mentioned, your divine masculine is still holding on to one or two or three different type of addictions because it's helping them in a weird way to be strong. But it has some type of repercussion, or it has a consequence here that your divine masculine is not seeing. So your divine masculine may be keeping option number 2 or plan B, but it's hindering the plan A. It's hindering the twin flame connection. It's still blocking it because they're letting this person interfere with their growth. So it's almost like being that the divine feminine may be out of sight, out of mind, because we have, I wish you would talk to me the way you used to, want me the way you used to, love me the way you used to, but you don't. So it's still blocking the divine feminine. It's still blocking this divine masculine for their prayers and affirmation to come into fruition. This is something that your divine masculine needs to be woken up to on their own. So this is another lesson. This is another karmic cycle that your divine masculine is choosing to hold on to because it's bringing them some sort of strength. I want to tell you the truth. Will you listen? Acceptance, clearing the air. So this divine masculine wants to talk to you. They possibly want to tell you about this lie that they have been living. A lot of them could have been in situations where was bringing some type of physical stability, some type of sheltering. For some of you, this person could be with a jealous ex or somebody that's very envious of the divine feminine for help. And this is something that they feel like they're getting over this other person on, this karmic person, but it's going to backfire because this person could see through your divine masculine. So if this divine masculine started off this relationship with this person talking about their divine feminine, it's like this person is this false person. I'm going to say it's a false person. Or you could say it's a karmic. This false person is putting on a mask, deceiving your divine masculine, or the both of them are deceiving each other to get what they want. That's something I'm just picking up here. But it's like, okay, so in actuality, I'm just plan B, but you're still going ahead with plan A type of vibe. And they're addicted to each other through trauma based. So this divine masculine and this false person or karmic, there's a learning lesson for both parties. So the divine feminine is not in this reading. It's not showing up in this reading. This is a lot to do with the divine masculine going through it. All right. So like I said, nobody said you have to put your life on hold. You could actively wait for this person by living your own life, but holding that space, praying for this person. Because if this is a true divine masculine, you guys share the same consciousness. All right. We have 5 of Cups energy. So still stuck in the past here, and it's causing self-loathing, a victim mentality. So this divine masculine could have went to this false person with some type of sad story. Maybe they told them that they needed a break here, but they're really doing this to buy some time. And like I said, it's going to backfire. It's going to backfire here. So this divine masculine is still stuck on the hurt that they caused, the hurt what was done to them. And they're not seeing that it's a way to compromise. We have the 9 of Cups, overindulgence. We have the Star. So water signs, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. This may be a divine masculine that's in their emotions, or they're drowning in their emotions. And this is why they're numbing themselves out with the overindulgent 9 of Cups. But it's not, nothing is working here. They still have this wish, this dream. With the Star card, Aquarius energy, we have the 5 of Pentacles. Feeling left out in the cold, or they feel like they're in a very rough patch in their life. They're in a harsh situation. Like I said, some of them have a lot of dark thoughts that causes depression as well, causes them to shut down, and they tend to latch on people that they don't have an emotional connection with. It's just purely physical. I feel like this is meant to happen. Divine feminine, this divine masculine is meant to go through this. I feel like you guys are definitely separated by not only emotional distance, by physical distance as well. Some of you may have moved on and you're just checking in to see where they're at, what they're doing. Some of you have gotten a call or a text message for a few days, and then now it's like all cold. It's nothing. It's dry, and it's because you're not feeding. It's like you're not playing into the game anymore. You're not feeding their ego, and they need somebody to feed their ego. They need it. It's an addiction. It's attention seeker. You're dealing with someone that's holding on to a lot of coping mechanism here, and they're not wanting to purge that with the Star. But they do see you, divine feminine, as a star of the show. They may be getting what they want right now. Some of their wishes may be granted by this person that has unrequited love for them, or they may have unrequited love for this person. But again, this divine masculine may also be struggling with finances because they overindulge in spending on someone that they didn't care about. And that's something that they're coming to a realization with the Star card. Starting to see the light here. Things are starting to align. And then we have the Sacred Clown, the Fool card. So they may have made a foolish decision here. Yeah. And they're needing to heal themselves from it. Divine masculine. Still learning, still learning. So it's like they're still tripping, they're still hurt over the divine feminine, but it's like they're trusting what's coming in front of them instead of trying to control it. But they're still making some unwise decisions because of addictions, coping mechanism to finding out a lot of truth, a lot of really deep, dark insights about their family. Some of them had family issues that broke apart their family, and this is very disappointing and depressing. This is having them sick. We have the Princess of Wands and the Ace of Swords. So they're having an epiphany that they didn't take things too seriously, and now they're struggling with the repercussions. They want to talk to the divine feminine because they need positive feedback. Your divine masculine needs positive people around them. I feel like they're slumming it with a lot of people that's overindulgent like them. So they may be on social media or in their reality slumming it with people that are less than them, or people that just don't care or don't take things as serious as them, and they're waking up to that fact. They're having a breakthrough with accepting the fact that they're not taking life seriously. So now it's like, I need some positive reinforcement. But for some of you, your divine masculine may use this positive reinforcement to kind of shit on these people that they're slumming it with. We have the 10 of Cups. Yeah, okay. So what I'm picking up here is that they're coming to the realization that not taking life seriously is blocking them from their happiness, from balance in their life. Because how I see it here is that with the sacred clown, the fool, it's like they want to take things and they want to move in a different direction in life, but they're holding on to coping mechanism because of some truth that was revealed about how their family is, about how they were raised, about this distorted way of living, of this unrequited love. For some of you, divine masculines come into the full acceptance that the people that they chose just is just slums. It's just they took a lot of hits with these people. They took a lot of losses with these people. And it's like they can't see past that hurt because they made those decisions. So they may have thought that they were just being bad lucked, but they now come into the acceptance is because of their choices and decisions that they made. They're now wanting to have this faith. They're wanting to trust, because with the Fool and the Trust card, this is letting me know that they have some type of self-belief that they want to cut themselves away from to have this rebirth to finding happiness and balance in their life with the 10 of Cups. You know, again, waking up to the fact that they just didn't take anything serious in life. They overindulge in partying, with slumming it with these people that were not going to grow their money. So they may have gotten in partnerships that they were dishing out more money than profiting with these people. And these people is still in the same boat. Some of them could even turn to some type of begging strategy where they may be making up a lot of false donations just to inherit money. Some of them may be using some type of skill to generate money, but it's leaving them in poverty. Yeah. So with this star card, the Fool talks about Aries. We have, again, some more Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. We have fire as well, and air. So basically all the signs are out here. I definitely feel like they feel very foolish for avoiding some type of healing, for not having faith in themselves, for not believing in hope. Wow, yeah, because they're starting, yeah, they didn't resist these type of addictions, and they may have issues with mentally processing situations. So some of these people, some of these divine masculine may be very slow in processing things in their life, and because of that, it's causing them to feel really low about themselves. It's causing them to feel like stupid. They're easily distracted, very careless and reckless. It's like they're waking up to the fact that this is what they contributed to their growth. So they're definitely reflecting on their life. Yeah. So what I pick up here is that some of them may be very sick as well, having to deal with some type of sickness, or there's a parent, somebody in their family that they have to take care of, and this is kind of breaking the bank here. It's kind of making them feel low. Some of them are actually homeless, and they're shacking up with someone that they're just using. Gosh, divine masculine, what is going on? It's like they hit rock bottom. And it's like now they have a chance to really reflect, to communicate with their higher self, with the Ace of Swords, about a balanced lifestyle, about matters of the heart, about what brings them happiness. So they're in a situation that's pushing or forcing them to see their stupidity. That long-winded explanation, right? But I'm just seeing it's like different details I have to say for different listeners, right? So let's see, what is this Five of Cups about? Right? Yeah, Five of Cups. So I do see 5-5 is coming through here. And that is a master number, that they're starting to want some type of freedom from this self-belief that has been hindering their new growth. They want to learn some new things here, or they're trying to focus on learning new things with the Fool. I feel like that's what's going on. Because they hit rock bottom, it's like now they have the time and space to actually want to learn something new. So some of them may be going back to college, picking up a new skill, or they're just really working on themselves, working on self-sufficiency. Yeah, so with the Five of Cups, they could be feeling like the divine feminine abandoned them, because with this, I wish you would talk to me. And then we have, I want to tell you the truth, will you listen? So some of you had enough. Enough was enough. You draw the line in the sand and you kind of backed off, and they're feeling abandoned with the Five of Cups energy. A sense of grief. They're disappointed. We see disappointment twice. So they're really going through it. So no matter what you see online or what they're trying to portray to you, remember, you can't change the essence of a person. And this is what's happening to them now. They are slowly going through a transformational period when it comes to the distorted meaning of life and love, of family, of respect, of loyalty, of friendship. They're going through that. But somehow they're trusting, they're having hope that this is what's meant to be. So even though they lack a sense of faith and hope within themselves, they do have trust and faith in what's being organized from the ethers to them. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah, so they may be learning how to forgive and heal with the Star card. And this is bringing some type of breakthrough with the Ace of Swords. This could even cause some type of balance and fulfillment with the Ten of Cups. For some of them, they have moved out from a situation that was not, it was just physical. It was just lust. It was just based off of envy, of jealousy, of control issues. And they're moving in with family. And this is where they're patching up these family issues, because they have been forced to go back to the original foundation and now dealing with those things that they left behind in the past. And this is bringing a breakthrough. This is bringing some type of healing moment. Yeah, because they needed to end a situation that was just overindulgent, that was full of addictions, that was lust. It's all physical. So they were forced to end that, or it ended with the Five of Cups. So it's like a sense of achievement going in the future. I'm recording. Okay, put everything over there. All right, so Yeah, so with the Ten of Cups and the Ace of Swords, I definitely feel like, because we have this child with open arms, so they may have children, or their inner child is welcoming them back, or they're operated from their inner child. So whatever they're working on may have something to do with a childhood dream. Maybe they have a renewed of ideas from a childhood past, and they're opening themselves, their inner selves, to receive this love, this emotional stability. Some of them are being welcomed home. Some of them are starting to wake up to the fact that the divine feminine is really their one true love. They're accepting it. They're agreeing with it, because it's one thing to align and it's another thing to align and agree. So I definitely feel like they're agreeing, they're accepting that the divine feminine is their one true love, their Ten of Cups. And they didn't take it serious with the Page of Wands and the past mistakes, their failures, the broken relationship, the end of the very last relationship is a result of this divine masculine, male or female, not taking their life serious. Some of them could have hurt themselves very deeply with the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Cups, and this is what they needed to wake the fuck up. You know, it's tough, but it is what it is. Excuse me. I belched there. Okay. So let's go to the Ace of Swords. All right. So with the Ace of Swords, definitely feel like it's a breakthrough, or they want to tell the divine feminine the truth with, I want to tell you the truth, will you listen? So the Ace of Swords is here. It's very heavy. It's very difficult for this divine masculine to keep holding on to the truth. I definitely picked that up. This truth is very hard to keep concealed now. This could be very much the emotions for you. This could be communication or direct communication. This could also mean that they're wanted to tell you the truth about this great love, with the Ten of Cups and the Ace of Swords coming out together. My one true love. This is the greatest love I've ever felt. And I feel like I have deeply let you down. I know I have defeated you and disappointed you and caused you this sadness, because I have hurt myself walking away from you. I have caused myself to be sick because of my reckless, my careless behavior, because of my lack of faith and hope in us. That's what it was. And now that the divine feminine may be nowhere in sight, because I feel like the divine masculine feels abandoned, reflecting what happened to them as a child, because I see here the child with open hands. So they have healed this abandonment issue from a parent, and this is why we have the open hands from this child. They're welcoming, they're accepting this child that they have locked out, their inner child that they have locked away. They're now they're hugging themselves. Oh my God. So your divine masculine is going through a tough time. They're trying to call you. SOS signals, smoke signals going on. You know, the Morse code. They're trying to send you a Morse code, divine feminine. But I feel like the divine feminine has put up her walls, her boundaries, because, and they know they know that they deserve it, but it's like they want you to be a part of their life without, because they're not in a point to show you that they're learning. They don't have anything to prove to you. They don't have any evidence to show you that, hey, I'm cleaning up my act. This is all done spiritually, emotionally. This is all inner work that they're doing here. It's a lot of shadow work that's coming out here. But they're moving in a different direction. They're learning different things. Some of them are still being easily tempted, but they're learning that these temptation is going to hurt. This reckless, careless behavior, this lack of seriousness, it has a lot of repercussions. They're very attracted to the opposite sex. And they're starting to see that that is their lower energy. It brings fulfillment, or it brings a thrill for the now. This overindulgent, it brings them satisfaction for the now, but later on, it doesn't bring this this stability, emotional stability. It doesn't bring them that true happiness, that one true love that they're seeking with their divine feminine. So a lot of them are coming up with a lot of creative ideas, or they're lacking ideas on what to do and how to tell this divine feminine the truth. But they want to. It says, I want to tell you the truth. Will you listen? Call in your soulmate and grateful. And grateful, not ungrateful, and grateful. So they want to thank you, but will you listen? Will you listen to what they have been through? Would you listen to their abandonment issues? Interesting. So let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. The Emperor. All right, so some of them are still saving face here. So they're putting on a show here with the 10 of Cups, huh? Yeah, because, yeah, gosh, you guys. They're trying hard, or they're trying too hard to keep up appearances. The 10 of Cups, Ace of Swords, and the Emperor. This divine masculine is going through a lot of insecurities in their solar plex chakra, low self-esteem. They may have inferior complexes as well. But again, this is things that they have to work on. I feel the need to say with this Emperor card showing up, this is Aries, right? Yeah. What did I say the Fool was, you guys? Did I say the Fool was Aries too? All right, so actually the Fool is like air energy, Uranus energy, I believe. Anyway, so with the Emperor showing up here, they maybe trying to keep up some type of appearances with their disharmony. They may have dysfunctional family members that they're trying to act like everything is under control or it's not affecting them, but it is. It's affecting their solar plex chakra. It's making them, it feels disempowerment. It feels powerless. It feels low self-esteem, low confidence. But they're showing that face. I even need to say that this Emperor, this divine masculine, says he's not going anywhere. They will find you again. Some of them are saying they're going to chill out or they're going to back off for now. But they're going to return. This divine masculine is coming through. This is not the first time that they try to contact you, and it's not going to be the last. So divine feminine, if you feel like this is over because you may have told them no, or you're not putting up with it, maybe you stand your ground with this divine masculine and you're now worried if it's really over, or you feeling like you have won and you beat them to their own game. It's not over. What you did was you pushed this divine masculine to face a lot of abandonment issues with their parent that was an absent parent. You push them to see that they're not taking life seriously. So whatever you tell them, you're pushing them to level up here. You're pushing them to take themselves out of the cold. You're pushing them to take themselves out of the slum life with these low life people. Yeah, because they feel shattered. They feel like there's no security, there's no stability here. There's homesickness. They feel like they're homesick or lovesick with the 10 of Cups, right? Okay, I think that's about it. Any kind of numbers here? Okay, so let's go to some guidance for them. So they're here to stay with this Emperor. Strong Emperor energy, very authoritative, maybe really trying hard to keep up appearances, to try to keep like they're under control, like you're not hurting them. Divine feminine by pulling away, but they're deeply hurt. I don't even know why that card was that way. They're deeply hurt, you guys, and it's making them sick. I feel for a lot of them, the things that they used to overindulge in makes them sick. So if this person was an attention seeker, it makes them sick. It makes them feel like how disgust they are of their own behavior, wanting attention from multiple people, multiple partners. If they were drinking a lot, I feel like after 2 beers, they feel like they're going to vomit. They vomit. I feel like after overeating, they can't smell food properly, or it's very bland. So whatever they were addicted to, whatever was numbing, whatever was satisfying, whatever was killing the pain, masking the sadness is no longer working, and they're having this breakthrough that they really do need true love. They really do need this love to nourish them back to health. And that's only coming from the divine feminine, who is the star of their show, who brings this person into alignment. Oh my. So something about the hands here. This person may be really praying, holding their hands up to the sky, to the Almighty, wanting to be touched, wanting to be blessed. I think that was the universe has your back. I'm not too sure. All right, so it says, the key to prayer is to forget what I think I need. Wow. So did you see I mentioned that they're praying, they're holding their hands out? So what they're praying for, they're not knowing, or they're unaware that what they're praying for, they're getting it, but it's not the way that they want. The key to prayer is to forget what I think I need. So this divine masculine may be praying for the divine feminine to come back in and rescue, because I feel like I want to tell you the truth. Will you listen? So it's almost like they want redemption here. They want forgiveness, and they're praying for that. But the Almighty, this person's spirit guide, is giving them what they need. Whoa. This divine masculine, very resistant. This person is very hard-headed and stubborn. And that's because they have a pride that is killing them as well. So whatever the divine masculine is praying for when it comes to the divine feminine, they need to be aware that the Almighty is protecting this connection and the divine feminine, because this divine masculine is worried that this divine feminine is falling out of love for them. And this is why they're trying to keep up appearances, because they feel like if they don't be this strong and an almighty person, the divine feminine will class it as weak and move on. But they're not seeing that they're praying, and the Almighty is delivering it in a series of orchestrated lessons and triggers. So it's preparing this divine masculine. Divine masculine, if you're listening, you're praying for the divine feminine to come in and to get back on track. But the Almighty and your spirit guides is delivering a series of tests to prepare you for the level where you need to be on for the divine feminine to come back in and stay. So all of this, what you're going through, it's preparing you, it's strengthening you, it's molding you to be that emperor that the divine feminine needs to hold this connection together, because the divine feminine is not the glue. All right? The both of you are. And when you guys come into alignment and agreement, it's going to stick. Whether you're with this person forever or not, you guys are going to pass and upgrade and graduate into the people that you need to be, because this is the whole point of this journey. Not to be in union and not to be in sexual and living life. It's to help you pass and break through a lot of conditioning and programming. Look at Neo and Trinity. They had bits and pieces of moments together, possibly a good 2 to 3 years of happiness, 5 years of happiness, but then they had to go back into work. They had to go in and release others from this programming, from this false reality of these programmings, to lift Earth to a love-based energy, to a reality, to what is, right? So with the 10 of Cups, my one true love, and the Ace of Swords, they want to let you know that you are their one true love, but will you listen? Will you accept that, divine feminine? So thank you guys so much for stopping by and tuning into a divine masculine energy update. If you want, you could leave your testimony in the bottom. Comment. Big up to all my divine feminines that's still on the road, that's still going, even if the wheels fall off. You guys are beautiful, male or female, beautiful souls. We are here. We are designed for it. This is what we at. All right. So if you're interested in a third party reading, I don't do third party readings often, but when I do, I do. I was going to say I don't, right? But I think I'll be doing a third party around the full moon. That's on the 9th. And I hope you guys enjoying your weekend. So even though the situation may still feel the same with your divine masculine, they are progressing, they are learning the lesson. They just don't have anything tangible to show the divine feminine that they have completely moved out of that dark phase in life. So this is why they want to talk to you, but they know you're not going to listen because it's nothing tangible to present to you. So even though you may feel a void, a loss, some of you that in union and your divine masculine has pulled away, or they're projecting this masculine, authoritative, stubborn, prideful energy, is because they're going through another karmic cycle. And it's better to just give them their space, you know? Don't try to fight fire with fire, because this is a very, it's like a transformational, or it's very purifying stage for this divine masculine, breaking from the last of the addictions as well, breaking away from the self-indulgent, seeing that it's a prophecy being fulfilled, or it's just going to have a negative outcome, seeing that the easy way is not the best way, it's not the healthy way here. And they're ready to tell the truth, because it was easy to lie, but now they're ready to tell the truth. All right, so divine feminines, divine masculines, again, thank you very much. See you guys in another video. Chat to you guys later. Ciao.